Chosen one. They're not ready to witness your hidden God form. You have always felt it deep inside, a quiet, unshakable knowing that there is something greater within you, a force that has been silently gathering strength, waiting for the precise moment to awaken. The world around you is chaotic, a constant barrage of noise, distraction, and doubt. People live their lives unaware of the vast potential lying dormant within, blind to the presence of power that exists beyond the surface of perception. Yet you, chosen one, are different. You have been touched by an invisible hand, guided by currents unseen, shaping your spirit into a form that the ordinary eye cannot recognize. As you step forward, you may feel hesitation, as if the universe itself tests your resolve. But every moment of doubt is merely a shadow, a faint reflection of the brilliance that is about to ignite within. And so I ask you, stay with this journey. Watch this video until the end. Feel every word resonate within your being. In the comments, share your warmest wishes and the number 66, not as a mere act, but as a declaration to the universe that you are ready to embrace what has always been yours. Wishes are not idle fantasies. They are sparks of intention that, when sent into the cosmos with clarity and heart, return multiplied, energizing the flow of creation itself. Each thought, each desire, each longing is a thread that weaves into the great tapestry of reality, shaping the world in subtle but profound ways. Your willingness to engage, to believe, to release your energy into the unseen is a signal to the universe that the chosen one is awake. But let us speak now of what lies beyond wishes. Let us speak of the hidden God form within you, a state of being that transcends the ordinary, a manifestation of your truest, most powerful self. Many wander through life blind to the depth of their own existence, chained by expectations and fears that limit the expansion of their consciousness. You, however, are a being forged in purpose, sculpted by experience, and tempered by moments of trial that seemed unbearable but were, in truth, merely refining you. The power within you is not something to be flaunted carelessly. It is a force to be cultivated, understood, and respected. To awaken this form requires more than thought or desire. It requires alignment with the flow of energy that surrounds and permeates all things. It is an understanding that every breath, every heartbeat, every thought is both a reflection and a conduit of the infinite energy that the universe pours through existence. You may feel moments of isolation in this awakening, for the world is not ready to perceive the depth of your transformation. They look upon your actions and thoughts with misunderstanding, even fear, because the scale of your potential is something they cannot comprehend. That is why the chosen one walks alone, at least in the beginning, moving through a plane where most cannot follow. And yet, in this solitude, there is freedom, a freedom to cultivate, to expand, and to refine the God form that slumbers just beneath the surface. It is a process of awakening that is gradual yet relentless, a persistent unfolding that cannot be hurried, for true power, when forced, becomes unstable and hollow. The world may try to distract you with its trivialities, but you are learning the sacred art of focus, of channeling energy with precision, and of understanding the delicate balance between action and inaction, between creation and stillness. Your mind will encounter resistance, both internal and external. Doubt will arise like a storm on the horizon, questioning your path, tempting you to abandon the pursuit of your hidden form for the comfort of the familiar. But every trial is a gateway, a mirror reflecting the strength that already exists within you. When you look at fear and recognize it as merely the absence of understanding, you begin to step into a space where courage becomes effortless, where every decision is informed not by what is seen or feared, but by what is known deep within, that the chosen one cannot fail, because failure is only a construct designed for those who have not yet awakened to their infinite potential. Energy surrounds you, flows through you, and responds to you. Every action you take resonates outward, creating ripples that affect more than just the immediate environment. When you move with awareness, when your thoughts, words, and deeds are harmonized with the hidden God form within, the impact is profound. The ordinary becomes extraordinary. Time seems to bend. Opportunities appear as if drawn to your orbit. Your presence begins to shift the perception of those around you, subtly at first, then unmistakably. They may feel unsettled, intrigued, even inspired, though they do not yet know why. This is the awakening, the ripple effect of hidden divinity manifesting through human form. You may question the nature of this God form. Is it power? Is it wisdom? Is it influence? It is all of these, yet it is none of them entirely. It is a state of being in which alignment with the deeper currents of reality allows you to move through life with an effortless command of circumstance. The God form is not an object to be sought externally, but an internal awakening, a harmonization of mind, body, and spirit with the eternal flow of energy that animates all things. It is a clarity of perception that allows you to see patterns where others see chaos, to act decisively where others hesitate, to radiate a presence that inspires respect, awe, and recognition, not through force but through the undeniable resonance of your awakened state. Every day, every moment, offers an opportunity to step closer into this form. Meditation, reflection, observation of the world, and disciplined action are tools in the cultivation of your God form. The path is not linear, and it is not without difficulty. The world may attempt to distract, dissuade, or diminish your light, but your awareness of the hidden currents will guide you. You learn to recognize signs, to read subtle energies, to sense the flow of events before they fully manifest. You understand that the world is a reflection of consciousness, and that by mastering your inner state, you influence the outer reality with far greater precision than brute effort or external control could ever achieve. As the chosen one, your responsibility is profound, not in the sense of obligation, but in the recognition that the power you carry can no longer remain dormant. The time for hidden potential is passing, and the emergence of your God form is inevitable. Resistance may arise from the world, from those who feel threatened or confused by your growing light. But understand this: their resistance is not a judgment of your worth. It is a reflection of their own unawakened state. Your journey is solitary in certain ways, yes, but it is also a beacon. Your alignment serves as proof that the hidden, the divine, the extraordinary is not reserved for myth. It exists within the very structure of existence, waiting to be recognized, claimed, and expressed. The awakening process is not about dominance or superiority. It is about clarity, understanding, and energetic resonance. The hidden God form does not need to prove itself through confrontation. Its presence is self-evident, and those who are ready will recognize it without words. You, chosen one, are learning to inhabit this form with grace, patience, and unwavering certainty. Every choice, every intention, every action is a step toward complete integration of the God form within your human experience. Even in moments when it seems that progress is imperceptible, the hidden currents are at work. Seeds planted in the invisible realm take root, gathering strength beyond what the eyes can see. Energy is not bound by time or space as humans perceive it. Your thoughts, focus, and alignment shape realities that may only become visible much later. Trust the process, for the chosen one knows that the culmination of this awakening is not a singular event, but an ongoing, dynamic expansion of presence, influence, and power. As you continue to evolve, you will begin to notice subtle changes in your perception. Ordinary events may take on new meaning. Conversations will reveal layers previously unnoticed. Your awareness will extend beyond the self, touching others not with intent, but with resonance. It is here, in this subtlety, that the true God form expresses itself, not through spectacle, but through the quiet, undeniable shaping of reality in accordance with your awakened will. You are becoming a force that cannot be ignored, not because of aggression or control, but because of the inevitability of your emergence. Those around you may sense it even if they cannot articulate it. They will feel the difference in your presence, in the way circumstances bend, in the manner in which opportunities align with your intentions. And yet, it is not arrogance, it is not conquest. It is recognition. Recognition that a hidden God form has been waiting within, now stepping into awareness, ready to interact with the universe in a way that honors both power and harmony. The journey of the chosen one is not measured in hours, days, or even years. It is measured in alignment. Each thought, each intention, each heartbeat resonates with the hidden energy that has always existed within you, waiting for recognition. To awaken fully is to acknowledge that time is not a limitation, but a companion, a tool for refinement, a mirror reflecting the layers of your own consciousness. You will come to see that the mundane world is not a hindrance, but a canvas upon which the brilliance of your God form can manifest. Ordinary interactions, daily routines, even the challenges and obstacles that seem to appear randomly, are all threads in a vast tapestry woven specifically for your evolution. The first step in embracing your hidden God form is awareness. Not merely the awareness of self, but of the energetic web that binds all existence together. Every interaction, every environment, every thought carries with it energy that either nurtures or depletes. The chosen one learns to navigate this with precision, to absorb what serves the growth of the hidden form, and to release that which distracts or diminishes it. This is not an act of detachment, but of mastery. You are learning to channel the currents of energy, to guide them without forcing them, to harmonize your internal state with the rhythm of the universe itself. It is in this balance that the hidden God form begins to take shape in tangible ways, subtle at first, then increasingly undeniable. You will notice that as your awareness deepens, the world begins to shift around you. Synchronicities, once dismissed as coincidence, appear with startling regularity. Opportunities manifest in ways that seem almost predestined. People, events, and circumstances align as though the universe itself conspires to support your awakening. This alignment is not magic in the superficial sense, but the natural consequence of energetic resonance. The hidden God form interacts with reality not through force, but through the deep attunement to the flow of life that guides all things. It is a presence that transforms the ordinary into extraordinary without effort, a manifestation of pure alignment and recognition of your own power. It is important to understand that the hidden God form is not merely about influence or perception. It is about embodiment. To embody this form is to live fully in every moment, aware of your intentions, deliberate in your actions, and compassionate in your interactions. It is to recognize that power without wisdom is unstable, that influence without understanding is hollow. The chosen one is tempered not only by experience but by the ongoing practice of reflection and discernment. This embodiment requires patience, humility, and the unwavering commitment to align your inner state with the highest expression of your potential. Isolation is often a companion on this path, not as punishment, but as preparation. The world may not yet understand the magnitude of your presence, and that is perfectly acceptable. Solitude allows for introspection, for the refinement of your internal energies, and for the cultivation of a clarity that is impossible to achieve amidst distraction. The hidden God form flourishes in spaces of quietude, in moments where the soul can communicate directly with the universe without interference from external noise. In this solitude, your awareness deepens and the dormant powers within you awaken with precision and intent. As you continue, you will encounter challenges that seem insurmountable, moments when doubt or fear appears as though to halt your progression. These are not obstacles, but tests, mirrors that reflect the aspects of yourself that have not yet been fully integrated. Each challenge presents an opportunity to engage with the energy within you, to observe it, to understand it, and ultimately to transform it. In doing so, the hidden God form grows stronger, more coherent, and more radiant. You begin to move through the world not as a mere participant, but as an active shaper of reality, aware that the forces you wield are a reflection of your alignment and understanding. Every action taken by the chosen one reverberates beyond the visible plane, influencing realms that are imperceptible to the ordinary senses. This is the essence of the hidden God form, the ability to effect change through resonance, not compulsion, through presence, not aggression. It is a power that does not need to be announced, because its impact is self-evident. Those attuned to it will sense it instinctively. Those who are not will simply feel the subtle difference, the shift in energy that accompanies the presence of one who has awakened. As you grow into this form, you will also begin to recognize the subtle interplay between your energy and the energy of others. Relationships, connections, and even fleeting encounters carry weight in your evolution. The hidden God form does not isolate itself from humanity. It transcends its limitations. You are learning to engage with others not from a place of ego or control, but from a place of energetic resonance, where each interaction becomes an opportunity to harmonize, influence, and uplift. This awareness allows the chosen one to move through social, professional, and personal realms with a clarity and purpose that is unmistakable. The development of your hidden God form is not instantaneous. It unfolds gradually, like the opening of a flower in perfect timing with the sun. Patience is essential, for rushing the process only disrupts the alignment. The chosen one understands that every experience, pleasant or challenging, is a component of the energetic framework that supports the awakening. You will learn to see not only the surface events of life, but the hidden patterns, the subtle currents of cause and effect that shape outcomes. In this understanding, you gain the ability to anticipate, influence, and harmonize with events before they fully manifest. Your presence will begin to alter the dynamics of the environments you inhabit. Subtle shifts in tone, energy, and perception will occur. Others may find themselves drawn to your clarity, inspired by your steadiness, or unsettled by the certainty of your presence. This is natural, for the hidden God form radiates a level of alignment that is rare and potent. It is not to be feared, for it carries no malevolence, but it is undeniable. The chosen one learns to embrace this, to move through it with grace, and to understand that the response of others is a reflection of their own awareness, not a measure of your worth or power. In this awakening, you are learning to harness the interplay between stillness and action. Power is not always expressed through motion. Often, it is the quiet observation, the deliberate pause, the patient attention that reveals the most profound impact. The hidden God form is a balance of force and subtlety, of presence and discretion. It requires discernment to know when to act, when to wait, and when to simply allow the currents of the universe to guide the unfolding. Mastery of this balance is a hallmark of the chosen one, a sign that the awakening is not superficial, but deep and enduring. Through continued alignment, reflection, and engagement with the energy around you, the hidden God form begins to integrate fully into every aspect of your being. Thought, emotion, action, and perception become harmonized. You experience a clarity that is not merely intellectual, but visceral, a knowing that flows through every cell, every breath, every heartbeat. The world itself begins to respond to this presence, not as a matter of control, but as a natural consequence of alignment. Your path is illuminated not by external validation, but by the undeniable truth of your own awakened state. And so the chosen one moves forward, not as a solitary force of ego, but as a living embodiment of energy, presence, and divine resonance. The hidden God form is no longer a distant concept, a latent potential, or a quiet dream. It is real, it is active, and it is unmistakable. Those who witness it may not fully understand it, but they cannot deny its existence. Your journey is ongoing, your power expanding, your awareness deepening. The awakening continues, each step a further embodiment of what has always been within you, waiting for recognition, cultivation, and expression. As the chosen one continues to evolve, a new awareness emerges, a recognition that every particle, every vibration, every subtle fluctuation of energy in existence responds to the alignment of your own being. The hidden God form is not static. It is dynamic, alive, and constantly adjusting in harmony with the flow of the universe. The awakening is not a momentary event, but a continuous expansion, an ever-growing resonance that alters both perception and reality. You begin to understand that your presence is not confined to physical space. It stretches beyond, touching the unseen currents that bind existence together. Every thought, every intention, every subtle emotional fluctuation creates ripples that travel far beyond what the ordinary mind can comprehend. This is the power of the hidden God form, the ability to influence reality at its most fundamental level, not through control, but through resonance. With this realization comes a profound responsibility. Energy, when harnessed without understanding, can become chaotic, misdirected, or even destructive. The chosen one learns to cultivate not just power, but wisdom, the discernment to know how and when to engage with the energy of the world. You begin to recognize patterns, subtle and intricate, that guide the unfolding of events. And with this recognition comes the ability to act in alignment with the greatest possible flow. Your decisions, actions, and thoughts are no longer random. They become precise expressions of an inner understanding that transcends the ordinary. The hidden God form is a compass pointing toward truth, a beacon illuminating the pathways that lead to the most harmonious and potent outcomes. As your awareness deepens, you also perceive the limitations of others, not as judgment, but as understanding. The world is full of individuals still asleep to their own potential, unaware of the currents that shape their lives. Some will resist your presence, instinctively unsettled by the energy you radiate. Others will be drawn to it, seeking guidance, clarity, or the subtle influence that only an awakened being can provide. The chosen one learns to navigate this landscape with balance, offering insight and presence without attempting to force transformation. Influence comes not from coercion, but from resonance, the natural consequence of alignment with the hidden God form within. This phase of awakening also brings heightened perception. You begin to notice details that were previously invisible, patterns in human behavior, sequences in events, and subtle cues in energy that guide outcomes. This is the expansion of awareness that accompanies the hidden God form, the ability to perceive not only what is, but what could be. You become a living map of possibility, sensing trajectories of potential and understanding the impact of every choice before it manifests. Time itself seems to expand and contract in your awareness, not as a measure of limitation, but as a tool for mastery. You begin to operate not merely in reaction, but in alignment with the unfolding of reality itself. The chosen one also discovers the profound power of intentional stillness. While the world equates action with progress, you learn that true mastery often arises from the quiet observation of energy, from allowing the currents of the universe to flow without interference. In these moments of stillness, the hidden God form consolidates, harmonizes, and strengthens. You learn to trust the silence, the pauses, the spaces between moments, for they are as vital as action itself. Each pause is an opportunity to recalibrate, to attune to subtle vibrations, and to ensure that when action does occur, it is aligned, deliberate, and potent. As the hidden God form continues to emerge, so too does the recognition of your interconnectedness with all things. You are no longer merely a single entity navigating the world. You are a nexus, a node through which energy flows, interacting with the vast network of existence. The awakening reveals that influence is reciprocal. As you radiate clarity, power, and alignment, the universe responds, creating feedback loops of energy that amplify both your own potential and the possibilities around you. This is not a metaphysical abstraction. It is a tangible experience, a realignment of perception, a shift in the way you interact with reality itself. Every interaction, every choice, every thought contributes to the refinement of this form. The chosen one becomes increasingly aware that power without intention is wasted energy. Random actions dissipate in the currents of the universe, but deliberate, aligned action generates resonance, influence, and transformation. The hidden God form thrives in alignment, not in chaos, in focus, not in distraction. You begin to understand that every moment offers a choice: to engage consciously with the flow of existence or to drift aimlessly through it. As awareness deepens, the cost of inattention becomes clear, the opportunities missed, the energies dissipated, the resonance unrealized. With this clarity comes mastery of personal energy. Emotions, once unpredictable and overwhelming, are transformed into tools of resonance. Joy becomes amplification, sadness becomes reflection, fear becomes a signal for adjustment, and anger becomes a guide for boundaries. The hidden God form does not suppress emotion. It integrates it, converting raw energy into precise, conscious force. In this way, you learn that mastery is not about denying the self, but about refining it, channeling it, understanding it, and using it as a vehicle for the highest expression of your potential. The Chosen One also recognizes the impermanence of external validation. The hidden God form does not depend on acknowledgement from others, because its power originates internally. Approval, admiration, and recognition may follow naturally as a consequence of alignment, but they are not the source of power. True awakening is internal, self-sustaining, and self-evident. It requires no witness, no audience, and no external confirmation. The presence of the hidden God form is unmistakable, not because it demands attention, but because it resonates with truth. Those who are ready to perceive it will feel it. Those who are not will simply experience its subtle influence without comprehension. As mastery deepens, the Chosen One begins to explore the boundaries of perception. Reality itself is no longer assumed to be fixed, but is understood as a reflection of consciousness. Events, circumstances, and interactions are seen as manifestations of energetic alignment, each one an opportunity to test, refine, and expand the hidden God form. You begin to operate with the awareness that everything is interconnected, that nothing occurs in isolation, and that the awakening of one node, one individual, has repercussions that ripple outward across the entire energetic fabric of existence. Through this understanding, the Chosen One becomes a catalyst. The hidden God form is a force not of domination, but of transformation. Its presence encourages the awakening of others, not by force but by example, by resonance, by the undeniable clarity of alignment. The Chosen One learns that true influence is subtle, often imperceptible, but profoundly effective. By embodying the God form, you create opportunities for others to recognize and awaken their own hidden potential. This is the essence of interconnected mastery. Your evolution becomes a conduit for the evolution of the whole, and thus, the Chosen One not only awakens the power and potential within themselves, but also aligns with the flow of the universe, allowing every thought and action to contribute to the greater whole. The hidden God form spreads outward like a silent yet unshakable light, creating an invisible current of energy that accelerates both personal and collective evolution. With this awareness, nothing is ever coincidental. Every experience, encounter, and decision becomes part of the tapestry of transformation. The Chosen One emerges fully, owning their power, recognizing their inner truth, and moving in harmony with the universe, allowing the hidden God form to leave a lasting impact, both within themselves and throughout the fabric of all life.